I think we need to talk about pizza. I'm Chris Lujan.
And I'm BINDU.
This is the I Ams.
Oh. It was only a matter of time.
Well,
Okay.
I was thinking this morning that I want to document where I am right now in the journey.
Okay. Which is very easy to do, and I'll tell you why. Okay. Again, this is going to be the Jim Shooter always repeating our origin story bullshit, right?
Sure.
You don't have to do that. It's a coaster.
Yeah, but I didn't want to make it. I didn't want it to go.
The sound. I see. God damn, you're so smart.
Thank you.
Constantly thinking of recording. No, but okay, so we got together as a support group as 2 gig workers in the San Francisco Bay Area. As we got together hanging out, where our cool conversations ensued,
Sure.
your son said we should be recording these.
Mm-hmm.
Funny you should mention that. I'm starting a YouTube show, right? So as we come together, everything is organically forming. And we're like, oh, we need these mics. We need these phones. We need maybe these lights, right? As we're going,
and this all is happening at the same time.
Right.
Yes.
As you're promoting Son of Mustard, and I'm drawing for it. Meanwhile, you're making the soundtrack for my YouTube show.
Right.
And as I'm explaining to you the ideas, my Patreons, and all of that, we're having these amazing conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Now, during these amazing conversations, you and your son, Maceo, who said you guys should be recording these conversations,
right,
which is what organically started this,
mm-hmm.
you were like, have I made you a pizza? Me and my son just started making our own dough. And so while I'm at your place drawing and you're making music, you're also making these fucking pizzas.
Yeah.
And it went from like, goddamn, to goddamn. This needs to be a business. And so the time that it took for me to draw the Son of Mustard and for you to make my soundtracks and for us to get this off. So we started in mid-July and now it is January, right?
And we probably started making pizzas 2 months into us doing...
All at one time.
All at once?
Us coming together has started this organic, creative explosion.
Sure.
Of all things.
Yeah.
And I find that shit fascinating. And so now here we are.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a message the other day that you bought the oven.
Yeah. So
I sent you a link. Okay, so your pizzas were so good. I started researching for you.
Yeah.
Like, wait, this motherfucker I think he could do it, right?
Right.
So then I send you the link. It's too late at night. You don't respond.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning
I see it, yeah.
Right, that's when you...
And I'm like, this fool.
Right, right. Okay, yeah. So and from that moment on, then yesterday you were like, I bought the oven.
Yeah, so right now we are in a moment when the oven is on its way. So I just want to go over this journey of me becoming a pizzioli or whatever the fuck they call it, right?
That's cool, pizzioli.
Pizzioli? Pizziolo?
I don't know.
Pizza, it's something like that.
I like that.
Which means like pizza maker. So...
Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, duh, right? So... Oh, that's so bad. Get this away from him. It's exactly what we don't want.
This just in, you guys.
Yeah.
Pizzioli means pizza maker.
So, we always would buy... back in the day when I lived in Berkeley, I was buying... Not Boboli, but there was another brand that Whole Foods carried at the time that was like a whole wheat crust.
How dare you?
But like a Boboli, already made.
I Bobolied.
Right, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So Safeway, which is the store out here, which is, I think in other parts of the country, it's Vaughn's, and there might even still be Lucky's at
LA, it's Ralph's.
Ralph's, okay.
Yeah. Same shit.
So we would buy the dough, and it was pre-made, and it was clearly frozen because sometimes you would grab it and it would be cold as ice. And it was a little dough ball in a plastic bag with a bread clip on it. And we would buy those, and we bought those, and we used them for, I think Maceo said, probably 4 or 5 years. And it wasn't constant. It wasn't every week,
Not until recently.
With the balls?
Yeah, because we were using them almost every week, a few months ago.
Right. So I guess it got to the point where we were making pizzas all the time.
So you're a family of 4.
Yeah.
So making a pizza feeds the family.
Well, no, we would all make our own.
Oh,
yeah,
so we would
4 pizzas.
Yeah.
And then whatever we would have left over would just be We're eating that tomorrow.
Yeah,
Man,
lunch
there
the
was
next
no
day.
left. Oh, you eat
So
that
we were
shit.
always
Well, no,
all
they were bigger dough balls.
Okay.
yeah. So it would make we would all make our own. Everyone wants different toppings, you know.
Of course.
So
Which is the beauty of making your own pizza.
so yeah. So then and at this point, I'm not thinking anything about like making pizza
right.
in a legit sense. I'm just like, we buy these doughs, they're ready to go. You just roll them out and you top them and whatever, right? So then Maceo just starts saying like we should make our own dough, and I think I probably laughed him off for a couple weeks, and then
as your father does.
yes,
Yeah, but that's a cool bonding fucking thing to do. That's a cool thing
Right.
to do.
but we hadn't done it yet, and I was just like, in my mind, it's like, what's the work that goes into making a dough? Oh my god, like I don't know if I want to get into that. That sounds like a lot of work, right?
Okay.
So, a couple weeks after he brings it up, by the Bobalese was which we don't shop in that section at all. It's just usually on an end cap. But I saw it was like a make your own pizza thing. So it was the flour and it was just add water type of thing. Maybe you added olive oil or something like that.
Okay.
So I was like, well, let's get this. At least this is, we just add water. Let's see how it goes. Right.
Play school, my first pizza dough.
Exactly. Right.
All right.
So we did that just once. And it was like, oh, this isn't too bad at all. And so then the next week we started, like we bought some bread flour and we did some YouTube research. Maceo found a dough recipe. And so we started using that. So like that very next week, we started making our own doughs. And that right there started all of this, which is basically like, now it got to the point where we're making pizzas all the time. Like every week I would make like 2 doughs, or like he said, maybe 1.5 doughs. Every 3 weeks we would have 2 doughs. And it was like, I make a dough, a few days later we eat the pizzas. I make a dough, a few days later we eat the pizzas, And then it got to the point where we were experimenting with toppings, and then I think I like brought you a pizza, or no, you came over and we made pizza. I came over,
you made me a pizza.
I made Andre a pizza, but like I made him like we're driving to LA, so I'm gonna make us a pizza to have in the car so that we don't. And I think it was mostly so that like I didn't let a dough go to waste.
Sure. Well, okay, so can I interject?
Yeah,
quick?
please.
Right. Okay, you remember the whole Eddie Murphy shit? Like he wants a McDonald's.
Yes.
We got McDonald's at home.
Right.
And then you take like white Wonder Bread and you put it on the hamburger.
Yes.
And the dough gets all shitty pink.
Yes.
All of that bullshit, right? When you say you're gonna make a pizza for somebody, that's what they're expecting, dude. Like this ain't no McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? They're expecting some bullshit. So when you don't deliver bullshit, when you delivered me that pizza, I was like, word, you could sell this motherfucker. I would buy it.
Right. So.
And when I said that, I was like, no, seriously.
Right.
Let's make another pizza. Right? Because you put the thin jalapenos on it. I'd never had that on a pizza before. But just the way it was, your crust, the whole thing, I was so impressed. Right? But I mean, that's it. You were like you were already on your journey to like, oh wait, I'm not even done, homeboy. We just got started.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's all I know.
So at that point, when I made you that pizza, I wasn't thinking anything.
I know.
I was just like making pizza.
As I know you, you're an artist and you always try to perfect what you're making.
Right.
No matter what.
And so I just ended up like loving it, loving to do it.
I get it.
Loving the process, loving doing a dough, putting a dough together, rolling it out.
So is it therapeutic for you?
I want to say parts of it are and parts of it are not. Because in the initial like rolling of the dough, it's like, I don't want to say it's painful, but you're like putting work into it.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, but then after that, like watching it rise is therapeutic, and like having them in the separate containers and watching them rise then is therapeutic as well. So there is a part of it that's therapeutic.
What about when people are stuffing their face with that shit with a smile on their face?
Well, this is the first time that I'm like, I feel like I can make something and be like, I cannot wait for someone to try this.
Because you're maestro? So that surprised me.
Yeah. So the Maestro.
The Maestro surprised me.
So we've put together, it's basically, I came to the conclusion that I love this so much, making pizzas, that like, what if we did a pop-up? Like, I need to go sell pizzas somewhere. And this is not like in my mind, a huge money-making venture. This is
No.
basically like
Bucket list.
maybe we could make a little bit of money here and there to help support the family. But like, honestly, I love to do this.
Dude, I'm a man of many hats, and it's just out of curiosity. I didn't know how to work on cars, and then I learned how to remote start vehicles, right? And it was like, all right, once I did that, I'm done.
Sure.
I can do it. It's tight, right? And it's a bucket list thing. And
Yeah.
so I've learned so many different skills in my life. It's all training to become Batman. And I think you're the same way. You master shit.
Possibly.
For no
I mean,
reason.
I'm working on this shit.
So
Right? So it got to the point where it was like, let's put a menu together. Like, we're like serious about it now, where it's like we have a menu.
a complicated menu or a simple menu?
It's simple. It's got 5 signature pies.
Perfect.
Right? And which are basically like how you said, the Maestro. Right?
Oh, shit,
So
that's
the
on top.
So the Maestro is spicy. It's spicy sausage. It was arrabbiata sauce.
Look at you,
Mozzarella.
$15 boy.
I know.
Well, but the sauce might just be
Yes.
sauce.
So in the future, the sauce might be the sauce that goes on all the rest of the pizzas. But the one you had was arrabbiata sauce. And it was spicy sausage, caramelized onions, mushrooms, and ricotta. So that's the Maestro.
Okay, so the steam coming off the spicy sausage, right? The oddity of the caramelized onions, because I'm used to a red onion on a pizza. It was so shockingly awesome. And the ricotta, the little puddles of yummy
I mean,
cream.
people must be putting caramelized onions on pizzas, right?
I've never had it in my life, and I'm old as fuck. And I eat pizzas, man.
I don't know. Slice House might have a pizza that has caramel.
Yeah, I can't think I'm the
Let
first.
me tell you
clearly.
what, I almost thought of like, whoa, I might dip this in an au jus. Like, this is fucking
Yeah,
good,
I mean, we
man.
even thought about trying to do like a chopped cheese style pizza or like a peppers and onions sandwich style pizza.
I mean, but that kind of just turned into the New Yorker
Yeah.
from Mellows.
Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show.
Yeah.
All right, so look, for people that are listening or watching right now, right? I intermittently fast. I've gotten rid of carbs in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten rid of sugars. And this motherfucker brought me back into eating bread
I'll
because the
make you
pizza
fat.
is that good. The pizza's that good. And I'm Filipino, motherfucker. So that means I cut out rice and noodles.
Right.
That's hard to do. I'm married in with the Baldazos and the Sandovals. So the Mexican food, I got to cut out all that shit. And I eat like salmon and broccoli. You know what I mean? Maybe have some broth. You know what I mean? Fucking jerk. And then I'm just drinking Big House coffee you put me on.
Yes.
And
Well, you could drink it black.
right.
you know.
Okay, so look, when I had the Big House coffee, right, and I came from like somebody that my wife at the time started and basically built a Starbucks.
Right.
Right. She was a store manager and built it from the ground up. And so built her team, and I had to learn all that shit. So I thought I knew coffee. And then you took me to Big House Beans, and when I tasted the coffee, goddamn!
Right.
And that is exactly the experience I had when I ate the Maestro pizza.
Well, thank you. So it got to the point where I'm like
You see how I
excited
do
for
that?
people. Yes.
I pull it right back.
I'm excited for people to try it. Right.
I'm excited.
And it was like, oh, we could just go like do a pop-up. Like just like I could buy a pizza. So right now, we've been making all of our pizzas in the oven, like your standard home oven. And but like even that we're like working on how to do it better. And we did watch Slice House Guy, and he like told us where to put he told us where to put the pans and where to start and where to end and stuff like that. So it's like we incorporated that. Like we're really doing research. We're just not like throwing shit on.
Do you know how fucking hilarious this is to me?
Huh.
Who's that fucking the dope ass actor, the butcher, bastard in a basket? There will be blood.
Daniel Day-Lewis
He left acting altogether to become a cobbler.
for a role, right?
No,
Oh, I thought that was for a role.
no, homeboy.
Okay,
That motherfucker makes leather shoes.
all right. Well, that's me. I'm gonna be making pizzas.
You're gonna quit doing music.
I'm gonna
And you're
just
gonna
be pizza
become
guy.
what's the pizza maker called?
Pizziolo, I
There you
think.
go. See, right back to the
believe so.
beginning.
So it's gotten to the point like where now
This is amazing.
I need to buy a pizza oven.
You
And
bought
so
one.
so that's where we're at. So I bought the pizza oven. It comes with the stone, the peel. I bought the turning peel.
Let's get a sponsor from this company.
Uni.
Booyah!
I just bought the Uni Karu 2.
Woo!
Also known as like the 12G or something like that.
Yeah, well,
And
I
you
think it
got
was
the
called the
bundle
12G
pack.
first, and they simplified the names. Yeah, I bought an essentials pack from Uni. So right now it's basically it's ready to ship. I bought it during a holiday.
Uni, do your due diligence, man. This guy knows people.
I mean, so basically the reason I wanted to bring it up is because this could become, I mean, me and Maceo talk about it daily.
I can tell, motherfucker.
We talk about like what flour we're going to use, what cheese we're going to, like we talk about all of it.
I come over and he's opening up the cupboard going, look at this flour we got.
Yeah. Total pizza nerds.
Excited.
Oh, and so the reason I want to talk about it is because in case this is either going to go horribly wrong or horribly right. Right?
Okay.
So it's either going to be like, well, we tried it, and we could talk about a year from now how like it didn't work out. But right now, what if something does happen? What if it takes off? What if all of a sudden it becomes a thing? Because there's no one in Contra Costa making pop-up pizzas, as far as I know.
Nope.
You
want to know something else, man? I know Anthony and Alyssa Roost. They do Attra. They own Attra Versiamo.
Okay.
On the streets of Brentwood.
Yeah.
And Vine and Grain.
Mm-hmm.
And they got their start at Unwind in Disco Bay. And I was doing shows there every week, every Sunday, selling out 40, 50 people every fucking Sunday for like 4 or 5 years. Right? And so they made so much fucking money out there in Discovery Bay and the whole buzz of it. And my paint nights, they were making $2,000 a show.
Sure.
Right? On a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
That's insane. Right? That they fucking sold their business, they blew up, and they became a huge part of the art and festivities in Brentwood.
Oh, so you're saying just a couple who just decided to do a thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So
they put their heart and soul into something, they blew up. But not only that, I would ask Anthony, how the fuck would he start a pizza pop-up?
I've been asking people because
Anthony would know because he fucking owns her at
Right. I've been coming across because I've been so involved in the pizza thing. My Instagram algorithm is pizza shit, right? So it has shown me like other people who are doing these pop-up type events.
Okay.
One is in Monterey, Santa Cruz area, and then the other one I can't exactly remember. So I actually have been reaching out.
Okay.
And saying like, what do I need? And one of them responded to me and gave me like a long list of do this, then do this, all about getting permits and licenses and stuff like that.
That one joint that I'm going to do at that Foxhaven Ranch for the Pittsburgh Police Department, that fundraiser.
Yeah.
They hire a pizza guy. He runs it. He drives out there with
Yeah,
his truck, and he has a trailer, and the trailer is a fucking wood.
What city is that in?
It's in Byron, in between.
Okay.
In between.
So I'm
Brentwood and Discovery Bay.
basically looking to be something like that. I don't want to get a truck, right? And I don't want a restaurant.
Oh,
right?
Exciting, because you're going to be there with me at the show. So
Yeah.
you're going to be able to see it.
Yeah, dope.
And talk with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that was part of what's happening there.
Yeah.
So I don't want a truck.
$80 a ticket, so they're including.
Yeah, I
food.
saw that.
Yeah.
So I don't want a truck, and I don't want a building. It's basically I want the overhead to be so low that it's just like a tent.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
How very
like,
Japanese.
Like a farmer's market,
Sure.
right? That's basically what I'm looking to do.
Pretty
is
soon,
pop-ups
you're
like
going to
that.
have this like rickshaw,
I might.
and just like that's how they do the ramen shits in Japan.
Right.
You're going to set it up, and then it's all going to fold out elaborately
Yeah.
with bars and stools and shit.
And so then the other thing I've noticed is that all of my pizza heroes, if you like, all of a sudden I have pizza heroes. Right?
That's a whole
Fucked
new
up,
shit.
right?
That's
So
a
you
whole
got-
new shit. I've never heard that before.
You got Mark Iacono
Name drama.
from Lucali in Brooklyn, and then you've got what's his name, Tony from Slice House, right? You got Tony from the Slice House,
Okay.
and then you have the guy from Chris Bianco from what the fuck is that place called?
Bro, you're acting like
Yeah, but what's
Pizza
the
Bianco?
Pizzeria Bianco? Is that what it's?
Pizza Bianco?
Pizza
I
Bianco.
believe so.
Okay, so the three of them, I guess I would call them my three like pizza heroes, right?
Okay.
As far as I understand,
Pizzeria Bianco.
Pizzeria Bianco. That's what I said. So,
Shut up.
as far as I know, none of them are like chefs. None of them went to chef school.
Right.
They just got into pizza. And so, like, knowing that,
This guy,
it makes it seem more
you're going to be the
possible.
fourth head on the Mount Rushmore of pizza heroes.
Well, wouldn't that be something?
I'm going to draw it.
Do it.
I'm
So,
going to make the Mount Rushmore of pizza heroes.
okay, I'll be your pizza hero.
I need the three dudes
Okay.
you're talking about.
Okay.
That's going to be
So
fucking hilarious.
So Lucali, I know you love it when I give too many details, so I will give too many details.
Dude,
Lucali in Brooklyn.
give me the details.
Lucali in Brooklyn, considered one of the best pizzerias in the world, right?
Okay.
This guy, Mark,
I mean, if you really want to get into it, Dave Portnoy gave it like a 9.4.
Dave Portnoy is the pizza guy,
Okay.
right? You know Barstool Sports?
Yes.
So you know who Dave Portnoy is?
Yes.
Okay. So he goes around and rates pizzas.
Yes.
And when he went to Lucali, he was like, God, fucking like hour and a half wait. This place looks all fancy. He said, the place doesn't look fancy. The people look fancy.
Okay.
Right? Because it's got such a
That says something.
it's got such a reputation that it's like good luck. So I think it took him an hour and a half to get a pizza.
Okay.
And if you know Dave Portnoy, which you may because he's got so many followers, he
Does
basically
not give a perfect review.
he gives no perfect because if you give something a 10, what if you find something better?
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So for him, a 7.8 is a really good review for a pizza from Dave Portnoy.
All
right?
All right.
It's good. It's not really good.
So when you
But
go
your
to
pizza
a pizza,
doesn't suck.
When you go into a pizza
Right.
pie, you're like, "Where's this on the Portnoy?"
Right, pretty much.
Too many peas.
In fact, there's an app.
Pizza for Thursday.
You can get the One Bite app that gives you the scores
Okay.
for different pizzerias.
Wow, there's
and
an
people. So
There's
What
a
in the
Portnoy score
fuck?
and a People's
yeah,
score.
so there's a Portnoy score.
Like
if
Rotten
he's been there.
Tomatoes,
Yeah,
the
pretty much.
critics versus the
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck for pizza?
So Portnoy goes to Lucali's, right? And he's like, so what he does every episode, he just wants a cheese pizza, nothing else, no toppings, right? And he basically gets it.
Which, funnily enough, Luke Colley is exactly.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mark Iacono.
Yeah, he is the guy who says just sauce,
Yeah.
cheese, and dough.
Yeah, that's
Man,
it.
You know what? On a sidestep, remember where you're at.
Yeah, okay.
You remember the mall over here when
Yeah.
it was the open,
Yep.
the County East Mall,
Yeah, I tried to tell him that
the fucking orange
not long
bowl.
ago. Yeah.
That cheese pizza was amazing.
Was it? I bet it sucked. I bet you would go back and be like, this is awful.
In my memory, don't fuck it up.
Okay.
In my memory, it was amazing.
So Portnoy,
Anyways, I only got cheese pizza there because it was so good.
I gotcha. So Dave Portnoy, only a cheese pizza. He goes out in front of the restaurant and takes one bite. Everyone knows the rules. Is his
And
saying?
then he eats like the whole pizza.
Yeah, he'll eat he'll
What's the
take
guy-
20
wait,
bites.
wait. That's the guy right around Christmas time.
Baltimore, yes.
That was right around Christmas time. He walks in 1 week before they're about to close.
Baltimore. Yep.
Yep.
He has the pizza. He tastes the pizza. I watched the whole thing. He was like, wait a minute. What? How much do you need? And the dude made a figure off top of his head, 50,000, 60,000.
60,000.
And he was like, all right, fucking
Yes.
rented right then and there.
Yes. Yep.
Because the guy was like, well, I don't know. And he goes, just pretend you're talking to someone
Yes, exactly.
that could give you, that has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Just let's say he's standing right in front of you. What's a
Right.
number?
Yeah.
That
Okay,
would keep
so,
that would keep you open for
all
a
right,
year.
Now,
Yes.
now I can
Yes,
picture
so that's the guy.
everything. My
Okay.
GPS is
So
gone.
he's out in front of Lucali, and
Okay.
every review opens up the box, talks about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too hot. He's gonna fuck up his mouth,
Sure.
and so he like eats this Lucali,
Ooh, that's
and
what
he
I like.
and he goes, he like bites it, and he's like, oh, and he's like steps back, and then he's talking, and then like it seems like every time he's about to give it a score, he goes, wow, like
No shit.
Because he has these other pizzerias that he's tried that he's like, he's given them a 9.4 before, and he's like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because does he give it a higher score? Or does he say, shit, I have to
Right.
I have to give it the same
Whoa.
So
score.
I think a 9.4 is officially his highest score that he's given. And so he
I
basically,
think
right now.
did he tie it?
He's tied it several times.
Yeah. So Lucali is the one pizza in the world that's like the top of my, I have to go eat that pizza.
And you have not had it?
No, I've been to Pizzeria Bianco and I ate a pizza there
Wow.
at the bar.
He's given a 10 to Monty's.
Well, we'll have to watch that
in,
later.
In Maine, MA,
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's Massachusetts.
So, Lucali. So, okay, Portnoy stuff out of the way.
He gave Lucali a 9.3.
That's what I thought, 9.3. But it was up there.
Under the 9.4, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He really likes New Haven style pizza.
And he wants it, like, well done.
Okay.
Like a crackery crust.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
I'm into
So,
that.
anyways,
I'm into that.
so the story of Lucali, right?